Detroit.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback. Put them in.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll start on the ground with Foster. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 53 yards.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun handoff now, Foster. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Third down. Open man, here's Foster. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5".
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. An interception, yeah, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio.
Right side, the completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards. Works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Makes it 3rd.
Operating from the gun. Britt, open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football, got to him, and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Foster. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Beckham the return. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Britt. Buying a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Off the bootleg. Britt. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 19 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down. Britt, man, and he hits him in stride.
T.J. Hawkinson. That's good for a Lion.
A lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Throwing on 1st down. Britt looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Bears will get the football back. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The ball comes out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Offense retains possession.
They'll throw on the quick That slant going to be complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
It's a gain of
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. This is Foster. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line.
number 38.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Shedding the tackle. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Number 34.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So here are the Lions to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, Britt.
That's the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slash and run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Running is Swift. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll run the draw here with Swift. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Britt. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Is no good.
Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions.
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Foster. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Number 38.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
At the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. A 1st down carry for Foster. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 20.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Open man is Komet, the tight end.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Foster. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. The wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Complete to
They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 29-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good.
The kick is
And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Bears 6.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
No, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone, get you 6?
22-yard line.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates.
It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series, so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they'll search for that patience here now. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Britt, and this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen.
7 yards, the pickup there. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
1st down, and they go with Swift again.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Britt. Flush to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now it's Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Britt. Toward the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Lutz puts this one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
10, Bears 6.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the 1st half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never got a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
At their own 24-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
It's so educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. They'll run on first down. It's Foster. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a dump off here complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Complete to number 81.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. They'll set up to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4.
27-yard line.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
It's a
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, Meeks. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9.
Bears 9.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now. And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, he's still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
At their own 25. 45-yard line.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates.
He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the second quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows. They're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
We'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the gun, Britt. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, Britt. Catch made here by Campbell. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw on second down. Britt.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
They're firing a deep ball for Kmet.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And a happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there as we look ahead to 2 more games later today and then a full slate coming up this weekend. We'll start in the early window and begin up in Minneapolis. A tough one for the homestanding Vikings as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay Packers. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run a draw now with Morris. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Offense. Man, that ain't made no sense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Operating from the gun. Britt. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Pressure, he's brought down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They'll set up a throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll run on first down. Foster. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Fletcher Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it out of there. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
Throwing again. Britt. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Britt. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And